How you doing? Welcome back to Hill Farms, where we like to say, get real. So, another episode here. Today we're going to talk about flowers. So we started a little sideline venture, a little hobby, a little business, whatever you want to call it, Bloomer's Flower Farm, where we've been selling some flowers. This year we decided to try some tulips. So I wanted to run an experiment to see what is the difference between just planting the tulips in the ground and putting them in a caterpillar tunnel. All right, so here we are. It's the middle of January. We got a big snowstorm coming. It's gonna get really, really cold here. Lows is around 1 degree. So if you look over here, this is the little tulip patch that we planted out, and you can see this thing is frozen solid. I can step on that, it's not going anywhere. This ground is frozen solid. We've been getting lows in the 20s, high teens for the last 2-3 weeks. So over here is our little caterpillar tunnel that we built. Okay, and you can see, even though it's below freezing here right now, you can see that there's condensation on here, and it's a little warmer in here than it is there. So let's take a peek underneath and see exactly what we have. Okay, so you see the ground here? It's not even frozen under here. All right, it's cold in here, but it's not frozen, but it's above freezing because the condensation is dripping. So I'm gonna dig down here. I can't do this outside, but I'm gonna dig down so we can see what we have going on here with our tulips. All right, so you can see they're starting to stick their little heads up. All right, now I have no comparison because we can't dig into the ground because it's frozen out there to see where they're at. These things were planted beginning of November, so they've been sitting in here now for over 2 months. So we actually have the tulips are sprouting and they're growing here. So I'm going to cover this back up now. So the interesting experiment that we're running here is we're going to see. You can see this is nice and soft. We're gonna see when these things come up, when they break the surface, when they flower, and how much earlier or later that the two beds come up, what the rate is if they germinate and sprout up, and at the same rate from one bed to the other. See how the cold affects that bed versus this being underneath this little protective shield that we built here. So now we're gonna have real cold weather coming. Going to be interesting to see how cold it gets here when the temperature is 0 outside, but we're going to get some snow. So hopefully the snow is going to act as an insulating blanket over the top and keep it even a little warmer than it would normally be, because snow does act as a protector of the ground, and it should do the same thing for us here. So check back with us. We're going to see here in a month or two just what pops up out of the ground when it starts to warm up, and let's hope that our little caterpillar tunnel can withstand the big snowstorm and the high winds that are coming. So check back. We'll talk to you later.